Amy, this is feedback for the interim submission of the hotel project. And the assessment criteria for this project were concept, clearly identified, explanatory annotation, fully resolved plan, a visual explanation of the design proposal, and an indication of your interior schemes. So you have 4 sheets here that show me the 2 floor levels that you have planned, and 2 sheets with a selection of visual illustrations and sample images, sample materials, finishes and product images that sort of give an indication of the general sort of feel that you're going for. I think it might have been useful to have included just a wee bit of the background. I know not everybody has, but again, as a wee sort of refresher as to the background to the project, the client, and the sort of direction that you were taking would be useful. However, that's something that you can make sure you incorporate into your finished presentation. So I'm looking at the ground floor plan, where you have the entrance into the reception area and your feature structure wall that you've been working on. I think the reception desk is something that you can maybe look at with regards to the practicalities of it and DDA compliance for people who may be in wheelchairs checking into the hotel. We've got access points into your bar area. I'm wondering if it would be useful to have another entrance, even if it's a kind of a secret entrance or concealed entrance, but again from the point of view of access from the lifts or from the stairs, or even for the staff into the sort of the bar area. You'll see I've put a wee kind of note on that. I'm just checking. I know you sort of worked on sort of detailing how this bar would look. So again, quite happy to kind of work away and sort of continue to sort of detail that. I think the thing that comes across is and I think this one will be what help when you're working on your sectional elevations, is the proportions of the spaces and the heights of the ceilings, and again whether that's something that you're maybe going to play with within the volume of that space. It's something that you might be able to use to good effect. Certainly I know what you have been working on is a lots of the sort of detailing aspects within that, but I think from some of your sketches you really need to make sure that you're getting the proportions of the spaces correct in your visual illustrations. So I'm looking at the first floor plan, and we've got your new set of stairs bringing people up into the bar area, and we still have the 3 existing lifts, and again you're coming into sort of an orientation space with access doors into the restaurant in 2 positions, one position into the restaurant and 1 into the bar area. That all seems fine. You've allocated other areas that are out with your remit. You've identified those, that's fine. Restaurant plan looks fine. I would question the size and the scale of your fixed seating booths, your sort of semicircular ones. Have a look at that, and again watch the wee the finishing details at the window, and you've got a sort of gap there. Have a look at just your sort of how practical your sort of furniture, circular tables at the window would be, or again once you're drawing that up properly, just get them looking right. I have put a wee question mark against your bar counter, and it was really just to maybe get you to think about or consider, should it be parallel to the new wall that you've put in, or would it work having it sort of parallel to the angle of the building? And I guess something you can look at and work out how it would look. I think the bar area, I think you need to reconsider the furniture layout within there. There's big gaps for circulation, and again once this gets to a larger scale, or even when you take a scale rule to it, there's big spaces. So have a wee rethink about whether you want about including more sort of detail furniture or partitionings within that. There's some nice details that you've sort of incorporated. Is that something that you maybe want to mirror or repeat as a sort of central feature? I think the next stage is to take the essence of what you've got at the moment and really work it up in detail properly, and start to look at how you can properly or effectively illustrate a lot of the choices and decisions that you've made in the way of finishes on your plans, on your section elevations, and on your presentation visuals as well. Thank you.